All right, Alan, so we got a couple minutes left here on Market Science, and let's kind of break down what Kelly Kim was talking about, and let's talk about IMS, the Inbound Marketing Summit San Francisco, coming up the 12th and 13th of June, right around the corner, really, which is awesome. So what Kelly was just talking about right there was interesting. She had the kind of the basic principles, and she went back to being authentic. And how critical is that in your mind for brands, for companies out there? I mean, obviously it's important for individuals and thought leaders to be authentic, but for brands to have that authentic voice, that's incredibly tough, isn't it?
Well, it's interesting because as an individual, you think it's a lot easier, right? You know, just be yourself, right?
Yeah.
One of the things that she was talking about, you know, be engaging, but be real, be authentic. For brands, it might be hard because they have a corporate persona and maybe it doesn't fit their, you know, they just don't act that way as a business, or they can't act that way because they're in a certain business where they can't be chatty because they're regulated or they have certain rules about what they can say. So I think in a way it's easier for individuals, but if we think about a business as just a collection of individuals, that should be pretty easy for the business too. And I think how you tell the story on the right channel, I think that's the key too, is different channels have different, the example she gave in terms of Twitter, I mean, there's only so much conversation you can have in 140 characters. You can say hello, you can thank people, you can give information, you can provide links like Bitly, like we talked about. But I think in certain other channels, you can have more of that conversation. I mean, Facebook's different than Twitter's, different than Google+, different than this format that we have right now. So I think the common thread for me is, you know, keep it simple. You know, focus on what people want to know about you. Keep it engaging. The idea with Prezi is one way to make it engaging via animation, via zoom in.
And that's a tool. That's not like the only way to actually go about doing it.
So I think that's the other part, is use the right tool for the job. So in the case of this format or making the next generation webinar tool like Prezi makes sense in terms of attaching useful content to your tweets. You know, that's what made Bitly great, is because they automated that process and then they provided ways to track and listen. And I think that's the other part of it, is brands and individuals who listen do a lot better. I mean, there's people will tell you how you're doing. You can ask them, did you like this content? Are you going to share this video? Do you want to sign up for this offer? Are you interested in joining us at IMS in San Francisco? And you listen to that feedback. I think if you listen, it helps you to be authentic as well.